Hey, what's up, guys? So today I'm going to try to make for the very first time smoked meatloaf on the grill. Now I'm copycatting somewhat this recipe here off of this channel here, how to make the best, because I've never made one. So went to YouTube, checked it out, using a lot of his ideas. So I'm going to cook this bacon, crisp it up a little bit. And then once I get the bacon nice and crispy, I'm going to throw that in my mixing bowl. Then I'm going to caramelize some onions and that bacon grease. Now in the original recipe, the fellow used quite a bit more bacon than I did, but that's all that I had thawed out, so it'd be all right. You know, first time you make something, sometimes you're just practicing anyway. So add a little bit of butter. I'm going to cook these until they're translucent and throw them in my mixing pot. All right, so this is my first time doing this, as I said, so maybe don't follow my instructions exactly. I got my meat, I got my sausage, I got my eggs, I got my caramelized onions and bacon, I got my wet ingredients, the Worcestershire, the barbecue sauce. I'm probably going to add a tad bit of A1. I got my dry rub ingredients. I got garlic salt and rib rack barbecue rub that I'm going to add along with my breadcrumbs. What I'm told to do with this recipe, you line your loaf pan with saran wrap, mix all your meat up, place it in the loaf pan, and put it in the freezer for 4 hours before it goes on the smoker. Okay, so I got my meatloaf in the loaf pan. I'm going to put it in the freezer for what I'm told for 4 hours. I got a little bit of extra meat, so probably going to go to the store later and get another pan, and or I might cook that inside the house and compare the two. All right, moment of truth. Got the meatloaf on there. Accidentally dropped it upside down. That's why it's got the marks on there. I'm going to cook the rest of the meat. I'm going to try it in this pan just to see the difference. I'll probably put a little bit of cheese on top of it. I'm going to experiment with that one. Cooking down here in South Florida, I always use a pan of water. And for my wood, I got hickory. And this here I've never used it before. Say it's really good on steak. So I'm going to go ahead and let this smoke for probably 3 hours. We'll give it a check in a little bit. So, of course, to go with meatloaf, mashed potatoes and gravy. I got my potatoes cut up. I like the skin on them. Got a whole onion cut up. Going to add 1 garlic clove. Let that come to a boil, and to be continued. All right, so I got the mashed potatoes done. They're really good. So I don't know how to make brown gravy, so I got white gravy. That's what it is. All right, guys, so internal temperature like 80 degrees. Still got to cook quite a bit more. 156 is what I'm told. Got some cheese on that one. Going to go ahead and mop it with some barbecue sauce. All right, there you go. Going to let it cook a little bit longer. Mop those dogs while I was at it. Looks pretty good. All right, guys, so the recommended internal temperature is 160, and I couldn't get it earlier. So what I did was I went ahead and I wrapped this up. I put it on a pan. I wrapped it up in foil, try to get that internal temperature what it's supposed to be. And I got it, so I'm going to go ahead and take it inside. All right, guys, so I did what I had to do. I wrapped it up, and it seemed like it was a good decision. So the next time that I make this, I think I'm going to do that a little bit sooner. And maybe that's just cooking here in South Florida. I don't know. Look at all that juice there. Maybe I should have wrapped this up a little sooner. Like I said earlier, this is the first time that I've made this. The next time that I make this, I'm definitely wrapping it up. And I'm going to wrap it up really tight so that all that juice stays in the meat and doesn't come out of it. You guys have a good day. Let me know what you think. First time making a smoked meatloaf. I think it's going to come out really good. You guys have a good day.